Hey, my peeps, I just got back. No call back tonight, not this time, so we'll see. Um, Basically, what you saw from the video when I was like the first one there, I ended up having to come back outside, and we all had to fill out these little bubble sheets. It was a two-sider, and just to help give the experience of what the situation was like for this one. There were two scouts that showed up, a man and a woman, from the proscouts.com, and tons of people started flying in. I got off I took the number 5 bus over, and went to McDonald's like I was showing you in the first part of the video, walked up to Sable Oaks, got settled in, and then I ended up coming outside and waiting, and then we filled out that sheet, and then they opened up the doors. They came in, and they were running like a slideshow, and then they started with the front row, and the place was packed. Like the front row, and some of the people in the aisle had to go over to one side, and then the others went to the other side, and then they worked it up to the agent. And then if you got this little playing card, it looks like a playing card on one side, and the other side has a date to be called back, or well, to come back at 7:30 for the next interview. And then they were talking about how you can get agents, and you've got to try to find that in the industry, of course. And I'm actually contacting a New York agent to find out about some other work that I got for networking information. So I'm going to find out about that, and we'll see what happens there. But we got up, and they just said, we're not, we don't need you this time. So we'll kind of go from there. They have this big thing coming up in Boston in April, where you can meet, like, some of the big wigs that I guess you get like a number and a big stage, and you come up and for the callback. And what they do is, if you get that card, they take your photograph. They did it down in the back, and if you were called by the gentleman up front, you had to come to the middle of the aisle and wait there. But if you were in the line by the woman that decides to take you, they quickly take a photo of you, and then you're asked to come back and then talk a little bit more about it at the 7:30 time tonight. And then that fills you in more about the Boston exclusive, but it's like 695 or 675, but you get in with exclusive talent scouts from all the major, like MTV and like all these major places. So it's really difficult without that. But I know there's a lot of things too that they try to like get you to buy. They weren't trying to get you to buy, and they were just giving you a heads up on how. But it's nice because if you get that, sometimes that gets you in with some of the major stars and some of the major work that's going on out there. So that was pretty exciting. I wish I knew where that event was and be able to exclusively go into that one, but I guess it's closed off, and only certain ones are invited through the Pro Scout system. So we've got to try some alternatives, and we'll see where we go next. So I want to at least give you guys kind of the heads up, kind of talk you through how that works and what the process was like. And then when they come up, like the interview questions were, hi, nice to meet you. Have you worked in the last 6 months? I said, yes, I've been doing charity work, not actual paycheck. She's like, oh, that's really nice. But then immediately she just goes, no, we're not what we're looking for right now. Thank you for coming. And so, oh well. So that's kind of like how that all laid out. So just wanted to give you folks the experience and share that with you, and if that helps someone else next time, and they'll be coming back, I guess, in like 6 months, and who knows, it's like I'm not worried about it, like, whatever. It's just, I always think about it, oh, okay, they just don't need this image right now, or they might need it, or another company's not looking for that image right now, whatever. And I know it seemed like they were taking a lot of teens and a lot of young, like 4-year-olds anyway. They weren't taking a lot of like adults for like older to mid to young profile or type of work right now. So that was fine, because I guess they're going to be looking for that at one of their later dates. So that's good to know. And that at least they gave the insight, and they told me that little extra info. So that was kind of cool during the interview process. So yeah, so that's kind of how it goes. I hope you guys, I hope that helps. Just always here to help and try to be helpful if that helps any. And you know, we will be in touch. I've got a lot happening, and I got a lot on the plate. I'm working on a charity album right now this year. I'm working with the Anti-Violence Project, and if you guys can see it here, this little banner that I have on me. I haven't been able to do a lot of updates because we had to do this in secrecy, and it says right here, NYC, New York City, AVP. Yeah, Aliens vs. Predator. No, the Anti-Violence Project, and proceeds are going to go to them. So I do a lot of charity event like I did in Portland, and I'm just sort of spreading out to do more charity work to help people, because that's what I'm about. I'm always about trying to help people and giving back to the community. I never try to self-promote or anything like that. I only do the things I do to give back to my community to help. You know, I hope you guys enjoy what I'm trying to do to help, and you know, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, and we'll be posting this shortly. So we'll talk to you guys soon, and thank you again. We love you, my peeps. Ciao.